MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Minnesota Twins and the White Sox. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
It's a date that's been circled for weeks, and it's finally here. Opening night on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Chicago White Sox.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Justin Lang gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, how I'd categorize this guy, I'd say he's a very reliable major league pitcher. Last year, ERA under 3.5. But he's consistent. What you see is what you get. He gives you innings, and he takes the ball for you. All right, Matt, time for majestic defensive alignment for the White Sox. I'm focusing on the second baseman. You know, they move him around a lot. He's got great hands. I love how he turns a pivot, and he really gives that pitcher a chance when a double play ball's hit that you turn it and get him out of an inning.
Coming to the plate now, Cal Zuniga, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Left fielder, Cal Zuniga.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
And the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Carter ranges to his left. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting second here tonight, center fielder Steve Ackerman.
Into the box now, Steve Ackerman. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Oh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Lopez is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The designated hitter, Stephen Story.
Standing in, Stephen Story. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matt, it seems like Drummond is pretty reasonable back there. He's consistent. You don't see many guys rubbernecking calls on him.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. Nothing for the Twins in their first try. White Sox coming to bat. More after this on MLB Network. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, man, I think the key is you got to get to this guy as a starting pitcher. He gets stronger, so I think the first inning is critical. Take away his fastball, jump on him quick, and take it to him, because if you get too late in the game, you'll lose this one.
Fred Bolton is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
What he's going to feature today, Matt, he's got the fastball, changeup, slider in his repertoire, and I'm sure we'll see all 3 of those pitches, but he'll use that changeup more as an out pitch, more so than maybe the slider. Let's take a look at the Twins defensively, brought to you by Majestic. I'm focusing on the third baseman. I love the fact that it's hard to bunt on him. He'll come and take it, bare hand plays with the best of them. He's got great range and tremendous hands and footwork.
So striding forward now, Jamal Dixon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Jamal Dixon.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. The 0-1. This ball will be chopped foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Boy, you talk about the hot corner. That's not what you want to see when you're in tight, but he gloves it for the first out.
Uribe.
Digging in, Xavier Uribe. Into the windup and the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. And the White Sox have their first hit of the season.
Back-to-back line drives. Now the first guy was out, but man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Lopez.
In now, Robbie Lopez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Pitch is way outside and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
When it's raining out there and you're trying to reach back and throw a fastball, it's very easy to lose grip on the baseball. You have to focus that much more and make sure you're keeping the moisture off your fingertips in between pitches.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1 to 2-2 now.
The good hitters, they don't usually have trouble with the low 90s fastball. He might have been looking for something else.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, we're playing cat and mouse already in the first inning. Look, I know it's a 3-ball count, but I don't think he's pitching around him because look at the on-deck circle. That guy's a pretty good hitter, too.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box now, Nick Lopez. Hard liner to center field. Ackerman is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. White Sox leave 1. We are still scoreless. Coming to the plate now, John Avery. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
John Avery.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Popped high in the air. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Peter Kahn.
Now at the plate, Peter Kahn. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box, Freddie Akins. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Lopez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So stepping in, Phil Carter. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Phil Carter.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. To his right, Akins. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Anthony Brown.
Digging in, Anthony Brown. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Bryant is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Taylor McCutcheon. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope,
and this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping up now, Clayton Gushwind. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into the windup and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here it comes on 1-1. To third. Brown is right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th, Third baseman, Josh Cantrell.
Now in the box, Josh Cantrell. First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
0-1, here it comes. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Carlos Bryant.
So striding in, Carlos Bryant. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And now a pitch on the way. And that's in there for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a little blooper to center. McCutcheon moving forward, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now batting, Delman Watson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Delman Watson.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Scott Subcheck.
Digging in now, Scott Subcheck. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Now the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game, and you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Digging in to try it again, Jamal Dixon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
He's really showing me something right here, Matt. He hit the last batter, and the first pitch right here, boom, fastball on the inside half, coming right at him again. He's not fearful of anything.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, you clearly have a guy scuffling right now on the mound. Look, he hit the last batter, and then he's falling behind here. As a hitter, you just got to sit there and look for one specific pitch before you swing.
swinging on 2-0, and it's chopped foul at the plate.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence, following a fastball to get a changeup when you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
Drilled down the line. Scooped up, and they'll get to fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Number 15, second baseman, Xavier Uribe.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xavier Uribe. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, I'm not big on the first pitch changeup, but right there I liked it. It got out front of the swing, and now you got a strike.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Runners on the move for second. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Cal Zuniga back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And there's ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Subcheck is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
For the Twins,
so with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Digging in for his second at bat, Steve Ackerman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Curveball down and in, misses. Ball 2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Bounce to first. Carter scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Stephen Story.
Into the box, Stephen Story comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Carter is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready for another chance. Robbie Lopez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Robbie Lopez.
First offering on its way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Dribbled up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Now at the plate, Nick Lopez. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ackerman ranging back and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Phil Carter. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Zuniga going back. Gone! Back-to-back homers. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, to go back-to-back. When the guy in front of you goes deep, you walk up to the plate and you feel like, hey, I'm going to do what he just did. How about that? Back-to-back bombs.
Up next
In now, Anthony Brown.
Baseman Anthony.
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Here it comes, 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. A fastball that finds the outside corner. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Taylor McCutcheon. As he loops under the ball and pops it up. Zuniga is after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Oh, 1, here it comes.
Nope.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
I like that check swing. He started off at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
This is in the air out to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We played 4 full. The White Sox lead this one 2-0. Into the box now, John Avery. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
John Avery.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Fouled straight back.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Standing in now, Peter Kahn, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-0 count. Here it is. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around with him. You know he's going to have the green light. If you throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
First pitch on its way. Freddie Akins is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
2-1. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping up to the plate, Clayton Gushwind comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now. Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail things here 2-0. Settling in now, Delman Watson. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Delman Watson.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Full count now. 3-2.
Well, he finds himself in danger of walking the 8-hitter right here. That's just something you don't want to do. You walk the 8-hitter, the 9-hitter can bunt him over. Starts a big inning. He can hit and run. It could lead to a lot of problems.
Hit hard to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, that's not how you ride it up. You swing at a pitch out of the zone, you usually pop it up or hit a ground ball. But this time, he got the base hit.
Scott Subcheck.
Now at the plate, Scott Subcheck. From the stretch. Drilled on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Scott Subcheck has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the box, Jamal Dixon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First and second here with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on, and you knew he was going to waste a pitch right there, 0-2. But right now you can still make him chase out of the zone, and you got a chance to get out of this jam.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. In the dirt here, throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Digging in once again, Robbie Lopez, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through. A base hit. 1 run scores. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. That breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
Terrence Phillips is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Phillips.
In now, Nick Lopez. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Lopez is on his way home. And he will score as well, as they've broken this one wide open now as the lead swells to 6.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games, and he's a big part of it right here. That's his 3rd RBI, and they extend the lead in this ball game.
Into the box now, Phil Carter bounced slowly back toward the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready once again, Anthony Brown. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. From the belt, the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Take something off, but it's 1-2 now. And that's in there. Base hit. Lopez rounds the corner and is headed home. And the rout is officially underway. It is 7-0. At the plate, Taylor McCutcheon trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a snap throw to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Has a look. Now the pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there he goes towards second. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, that base hit right there gives him 9-game hitting streak.
Delman Watson.
Digging in and looking for more, Delman Watson. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. In to score is the runner from third. It's 8-0. Stepping into the box,
Right,
Scott Subcheck.
Scott Subcheck.
He's set. Here it comes. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart after you see a ball in the zone that long get called a ball on it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Designated hitter.
Stepping in now,
5,
Jamal Dixon. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. A long inning as they've hung a 9 spot on him to this point. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Jamal Dixon has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box, Xavier Uribe, and he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it, and it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. 5 innings complete. It's the White Sox 11 and the Twins nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Cantrell. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And there's ball 2 now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Subcheck is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Up next for the Twins, right fielder, Carlos Bryant.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Way in front of that fastball.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
Nope, that's down.
Ball 1. One out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 2.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Well, it's taken quite a bit of time now. We're into the 6th inning. Pitcher really was settling down nice. That's the first hit of the game. Let's see maybe if they're able to make a little attack now.
In now, Cal Zuniga, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Lopez shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, the center fielder, Steve Ackerman.
Digging in once again, Steve Ackerman, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. McCutcheon is there, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail in this one 11-0. Digging in and looking for more, Robbie Lopez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The batter, left fielder, Nick Lopez.
Ready once again, Nick Lopez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, the rain is coming down hard here. It's definitely getting wet out there. Look at the outfielders. Those poor guys, they always get soaked out there in the outfield. All I got to say, though, is I'm glad I'm sitting right here in the booth next to you, Matt, and not down there on the field.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Squared that one up just a little late. 1-2. Here it comes. On the ground up the middle. Oh, he makes the stop. The throw to first in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Man, I love this play, Matt. The shortstop makes a diving stop up the middle, but the batter was hustling. You know the shortstop's got a cannon because most shortstops do. You had to hustle. He earned that hit.
Striding in once again, Phil Carter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Here comes the 1-0. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Now batting, third baseman, Anthony Brown.
So striding forward now, Anthony Brown. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now he finds himself down 2-0. It looks like he's just distracted. This is the advantage of having a guy on first base who can run.
2 out with the man at first. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Here it comes, 2-0. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there, base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
So he took advantage of the young guy right there. He continued to throw fastballs. First one, second one, then they got the base hit on the third one. Don't be afraid to mix in a curveball.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Into the box now, Taylor McCutcheon as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Kahn has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Perhaps a Pyrrhic victory there after the 9-run inning. We're through 6 full. The White Sox lead it 11-0. Back here on the south side of Chicago. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ready for another chance? Stephen Story. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Stephen Story.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Ready for another shot now. John Avery. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. It might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Well, now they wait to work the count. This is a long AB, but if they wanted to have any shot at him, you need to have these kind of at-bats early in the game.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
That's the mark of a good hitter. You have to make every at-bat count regardless of the score.
The first baseman, Peter Kahn.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Standing in now, Peter Kahn, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Hey, anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Freddie Akins. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, what a play! Wow! One left for Minnesota. They trail in this one 11-0. Digging in to try it again, Delman Watson. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him, and he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single. Digging in now, Scott Subcheck. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Designated hitter number 5, Jamal Dixon.
Digging in, Jamal Dixon. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. The relay, and he is in there.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a two-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Into the box, Xavier Uribe. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. The 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. And with strike three recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Robbie Lopez. He grounds it sharply to third. And a sliding try, but it's through. A base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second run will score as well.
When that ball's hit to the outfield right there, I didn't think they were going to send him because he's got such a great arm. But clearly he got home before the throw got there. That's a great play.
Standing in now, Nick Lopez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. And he'll snap one over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Here it comes, 1-0. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. White Sox on top, 13-0. Settling in now, Clayton Gushwin. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First delivery to him on the way. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. McCutchen has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Now at the plate, Josh Cantrell. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man in. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lopez is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Striding into the box, Carlos Bryant. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
You talk about a free swinger. First pitch, and he hits a ball that's down and away and gets a base hit. Man, that's not what I'm looking for first pitch, but I got to tip my cap to him. He executed it.
In now, Cal Zuniga, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1-1. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. Now they got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
Ackerman.
Now in the box, Steve Ackerman, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's set, and the pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And now time is called here, as in the bitterest of April ironies, a beach ball has made its way onto the field. And as I reach for another jacket and a cup of coffee, there's some kind of cruel joke in play right about now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Twin strand a pair. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. So coming to the plate, Phil Carter. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Baseman Phil Carter.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Outside, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ackerman has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman Anthony Brown.
So digging in now, Anthony Brown. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
McCutchen.
Into the box, Taylor McCutchen, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Bryant is there, 2 down, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping up to the plate, Delman Watson. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a foul pop behind the plate. Gushwin waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Ninth inning coming up. The White Sox lead this one 13-0. Now batting, Stephen Story. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's still looking really solid here in the ninth, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, John Avery.
Now at the plate, John Avery. Into the windup and the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Now batting, first baseman, Peter Kahn.
So stepping in, Peter Kahn. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First offering on its way. A called strike over the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Minnesota, good night.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
Nothing, the convincing final score. Chicago brought the bats in this one with 18 total hits. Justin Lang gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Fred Fulton permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.